Get up, detective. One last time.
No dobra, sprawdźmy tą książkę śmieszną.
Medicinal purposes of the pearl. The cover of this heavy tome. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pearl. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book. Have you taken any walks through the pearl recently? The book is frustratingly vague on this topic, but it seems that if you've walked through the pearl, you would know it. Flipping through the book, you come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional zeolite medicine. It's all quackery, in other words. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pearl, as well as instructions for producing. There are a number of zeolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition. There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced. First, you need to choose a base ingredient. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? The tincture you've invented sounds intriguing, but its medicinal value is suspect, to say the least. Would you like to try again? Very well. First, choose a...
Niech to będzie
Next,
imbir.
you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else The tincture you've invented sounds intriguing, but it's Would you like to... Very well. First, choose a... Next, you'll need to combine the... Lastly,
Herbatka.
is there anything else You've
Łyżka
created a
cukru.
delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though in
Się
your
tego whisky
experience,
nie
it's
dodawałem.
only done the... Would you like to try again? You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover.
Ale ta książka to było zdzierstwo, nie? Naprawdę. Ta książka to było jedno wielkie zdzierstwo.
Hello? Me? No,
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class...
not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. It is. I know you are. What with? My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his... Yes, but... I don't No. Why are we still talking about...
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
O ja.
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking.
What? That's just... My daughters, they're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protect. My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turned... Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe...
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here. Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your herald?
Please, let's do.
The woman
Nie no, ja jeżeli przeszkadzą, to ja sam nie wiem, co ja mam tutaj robić. Próbuję pogadać z tą babką.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She reaches for the photo for about half a minute in silence. Her mouth is relaxed, the accordion lines near her mouth.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the port cities, on the oceans. This is an Oranese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century. As early as 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital. Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort.
The old world passing by, and the new.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand the sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of his platoon members? The other contractors.
You wouldn't even know where to start.
Is there anything else I can help you with? What we do?
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely.
The Pines' core competency, and that is the term.
The Wild Pines group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more.
$1 billion?
Yes, past a certain point. Now, a conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving.
She nods.
A ja pierdzielę, nie wiem co tutaj robić. Nie pójdę pod trójkę, bo nie mam koleżki. Pisów nie zbiorę. Śluza będzie później. No nie ma kogo. Nic nie ma.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it. All in a good day's work. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
Aha.
Yes, and you found him. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though? There's no need for champagne when there's honor.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing. Very well then. Where is he? Excuse me? I don't follow. Right, 'cause working class women come with alcohol.
Remember, about that what? Never ever say what.
Pan co?
You were right. I do have an alcoholic.
Ha, blam. Knew it.
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
She just nods, still staring into the distance. The woman before.
Jej, byłoby. Na tyle. Usiądź, chociaż niech ten czas zleci.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench.
O to mi chodziło.
Your feet ache.
Jesus.
You finally stop picking your nose.
Jeszcze godzinę.
Time passes. The bright sun blazing overhead is making it difficult to concentrate on deep thoughts.
Jeszcze godzinę.
Time passes. The bright sun blazing overhead.
Jeszcze do
This case is
21.
unsolved. Time passes. The bright sun blazing overhead is making it difficult to concentrate on deep thought. Time passes. You wonder how your gun is doing. Hopefully, it's okay. You're really starting to regret the Time passes. You wonder how your gun is doing. Hopefully, it's okay. The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind blowing from the coat.
Okej, wstajemy i lecimy na akcję. Tędy? Dwadzieścia 28 chyba, nie? Po chuj. Może być interesująco.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard.
Besides, I've got...
He's going to leave you alone again. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this? We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
And he's gone again. Look,
Ja pierdzielę. To wchodzimy. Lepiej sprawdzimy wszystko.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
his hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, that's really all I can tell you about it. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
No. I mean, it was so strange. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human. I went back inside. Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Ma wrażenie, że są
That
jakieś-
doesn't quite comport with what you know. Don't forget the lady driver.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts. No, you're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such a... I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has... I'm just enjoying the view. We're old friends. Nothing's taboo, but I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meetings... I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with low...
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments.
Of course.
Gówno to by było naprawdę, ta tragedia. Jest naprawdę kpina jakaś. Masakra. Nic tu się nie zadziało. Idziemy spać do hotelu.
The door.
Who is it?
Tired. Somewhere, not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her fire. Claudia Amon.
Ja nie wiem, gdzie on jest. Co tu jeszcze mogę zrobić?
The window stands broken in its. You see some lights
Okej, chyba nic. Spróbuję jeszcze naprawić to lustro.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and the bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. You're not cooperating. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out. Give you some pills. Make.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make.
You're just stuck here. In the half world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that? Sure you.
At least they're interesting. Each one, people are beautiful, statuesque.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it?
Put on your prettiest face for the masses.
Ciekawe. No. 7:30.
The door.
Who is it?
Tired. Somewhere.
Może będę mógł w końcu z porucznikiem tam wejść. Jest ją. O, kto to?
Yes? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to... I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence.
Yes, but containers contain. He's simply passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Dobra.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
A ci.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar. He might be wearing a disguise. There's something
Ja
that binds you to
pierdolę.
him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform. The police of animals, yes. Of course, you don't have to. You can talk about anything you want.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Not the prophet shit again. No.
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now. Actually, I don't want to hear you say
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Hear that? He wants you to suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Why?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to...
Watch out for you.
That voice, so very familiar.
No
Did you
właśnie.
hear it when calling?
Oh, really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? Okay, then. It's probably a queen.
Nieprawda.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer.
I would really prefer...
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? By the... Okay, fine.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
31, nie?
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're...
Dobra, nie ma sensu.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Okej, coś tutaj poprawimy. Może ta władczość.
I am. So are you. What brings you here? Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece, just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded
Okay.
vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Nothing. That I didn't see anything. Why shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Sure. Anything else on your mind? You did? And how did you like him? Oh, shoot. Why not? He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get...
Czaję.
That he won't be there. It is. On Sundays. A visitor from the first world. To his opportunities in Occident. Or is it just money? I don't know. What about me, gendarme? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Gówno dupa, nic się nie dowiedziałem. Idziemy na górę. Pogadać z tą babką.
The door
Who is it?
tired.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere.
No gdzie?
Yes.
Dzisiaj tu nie... Miała stąd
This
widok.
medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pill. It's been used quite a lot. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian. Marked red blister packs you find. Nothing of note.
Ja pierdolę,
The
znowu
further
test.
you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff.
Cholerne procenty. A, to jest jej balkon, okej.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Spróbuję.
The wind brushes them off the roof.
Jak zwykle. To już jest normalne.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young boy.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly. Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm Kima Kitsuragiego. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the biggest... Oh, yeah. Life gets hard.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Oh, I've got a couple of good years left on my warranty.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people...
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry. Very funky. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's by they. She means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rot.
And his role in the...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for a while.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union. Over drinks.
There must be more to it. You should return to this topic after you've talked about her relationship with the deceased, maybe.
We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you...
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. A little. The drugs were good enough.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary...
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I've had a great view.
A bitter cringe. It hurt. He takes a small step.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
No.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. And
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been...
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk.
We're not entirely convinced about that.
Thank you for making the call, miss.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Like I said, we... a little...
Like you partied with the...
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had...
I have. Which ones, sir?
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She breathes a silvery...
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have...
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Clasier Amondu. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the... Back to me. A bad memory, officer. Of lilacs and lightning.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there. I'm afraid you...
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the...
Thank you for your candor.
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come...
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okej.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her...
The record. So official. Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m.
Wpalamy.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done?
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of she may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should...
Okej. Dobra, tutaj sobie zakończę, zanim pójdziemy do Titusa.